Hello there. Natural gas will soon be shipped from Africa to Europe, but even the most stable countries in the region do have deep problems. If German Federal Chancellor Olaf Scholz has his way, Senegal will soon play an important role in Germany's energy supply. The small country in West Africa is intended to fill at least part of the gap created by the lack of gas from Russia. From autumn 2023, Senegal wants to export liquefied natural gas or LNG to Germany and Europe, among other places, as Senegal's President Macky Sall announced during Scholz's visit in May. It's about a gas field off the coast in which Mauritania and Senegal also hold shares. President Sall estimates that his country will be able to export 2.5 million tons of LNG by the end of next year and up to 10 million tons a year by 2030. For comparison, LNG giant Qatar currently exports almost 80 million tons per year. The big, powerful democracies of the future are in Asia, Africa, and Southern America and will be our partners, said Scholz recently at the G7 summit in Elmau in Bavaria. One of these partners should now be Senegal. According to Scholz, the country bordering Mali is also an anchor of stability for the Sahel region, which has been shaken by terrorism. And German Federal President Frank-Walter Steinmeier made a similar statement during his visit to Senegal in February, just a few days after EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. Senegal gained independence from France in 1960. Unlike most countries in the region, it managed without wars, revolutions, and coups. The multi-party system is seen as a proof of democracy. Anyone who asks the Senegalese electrician Abdoulaye Wade will get a different answer. I have to laugh right away. Senegal is not a democracy. We don't have the right to freely express our opinion and to demonstrate. The 34-year-old sits on a plastic chair in the living room of the small family accommodation on the outskirts of Dakar when he gives an interview to the German press agency. 4 small rooms with cooking facilities for more than a dozen adults and children are grouped around a concrete courtyard. His brother, the tailor Cheikh Wade, suddenly became famous in Senegal in March 2021, and that for a sad reason. The then 32-year-old Cheikh was allegedly shot dead by a police officer on the sidelines of a demonstration. A video that went viral documents his death. The recordings were checked by the human rights organization Amnesty International. The police didn't help at the time. And Cheikh's mother Mariem says Cheikh is in his grave and the policeman who killed him is sitting in his air-conditioned office. Cheikh has always been supportive of the family. The family now lacks the tailor's modest income. Today his sewing machine sits unused in the corner of his former room. Cheikh's twin sister Ngone now has to celebrate her birthday alone. Photos on the walls are reminiscent of her brother. With the help of Amnesty International, the family has appealed to the court for premeditated homicide. More than a year later, there is still no answer. Death from severe traumatic brain injury with bleeding and broken bones from a shot in the back of the head, that's what the autopsy report said. In March 2021, Senegal experienced the worst unrests in its history, and that's what observers say. For days, tens of thousands of people across the country took to the streets to protest the temporary arrest of opposition politician Ousmane Sonko. The dissatisfaction in the country of 18 million inhabitants is already great. There is a lack of jobs and infrastructure. According to the World Bank, more than 1 in 3 people lives below the poverty line there, and the average age is 19 years. Macky Sall's government called the violence during the massive protests terrorism and promised clarification. Amnesty International counted 14 fatalities nationwide, the government 13. To date, no report by the state institutions has been publicly available. Inquiries from the German press agency to the Ministry of the Interior and also the police have so far gone unanswered. Democracy is never perfect, but with President Sall we are seeing authoritarian tendencies, says political scientist Maurice Dion of Gaston University in St. Louis. The government is increasingly banning demonstrations especially those of the political opposition. Most recently, around mid-June, again it was about the opposition politician Sonko, who probably wants to run in the presidential elections in 2024. And there's one question in the room. All indications are that Saul is seeking a third term, and that is completely illegal. The constitution clearly forbids that, says Dion. This is the main reason why the upcoming parliamentary elections in Senegal on July 31st are so important. That's not happened when I'm filming this. If Saul's list wins, it could give him momentum. If Saul actually wants a third mandate, then there will be violence in the country again. So far, Saul has not distanced himself from the allegations. For Germany too, the stability in Senegal is of interest for cooperation, says political scientist Dion. And we really have to start opening our eyes who we are partnering ourselves with, no matter the situation. And I'll see you in my next video. Ich komme wieder.